News on the smoke front too. First of all, since we're talking about skiing at Mount Hood, there's Mount Hood. This is live. Some clouds at the top of the mountain there. Really a great shot. We've got two cameras up there in the Mount Hood National Forest at Timberline Lodge, situated at 6,000 feet, and a little bit higher up at around Silcox Hut at the top of the Magic Mile. There's a wind gauge up there operated by the Northwest Avalanche Center. It's showing gusts right now of about 42 miles an hour. That's great. We want to see these winds aloft increase in terms of getting rid of our smoke. This is the other camera looking south, and it's looking quite stormy. And again, the winds 18 gusting to 29. This is at 6,000 feet at Timberline Lodge. Again, really good to see that because that mixing will help to clear the smoke, and that process is happening. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But first of all, the snowfall forecast over the next week, 1.5 feet of Mount Hood. I think that's really quite reasonable. Look at Mount Rainier. The forecast there about 4 feet, and that may be reasonable as well. Lesser amounts as you go south, as they typically are. But again, this would be our first real fall storm to help to begin to build our snowpack. Okay, let's talk about the smoke. It still is smoky in downtown Portland. It's better than it was a couple hours ago, but still smoky. 70 degrees. So keep this image in mind here with the smoke, okay? Because I'm going to switch now to the Reserve Golf Course Skycam in Washington County. Look at that. Way better. And that's what, 10, 15 miles to the west of downtown Portland? Not that far. And really, it doesn't look like there's any smoke out there anymore. And there was earlier in the day. So this is what's coming our way. It's already clearing out in Washington County. That'll be moving through the Portland area within the next few hours as the wind, while not strong, we are picking up a wind coming in from the west and northwest. And there's no smoke source up there. It's all to our east. This is the smoke model, and you can see the blue. That's the surface-based smoke clearing out completely out of the valley, basically, by about 9 p.m. tonight. So the process has begun. It's still going to take a few hours, but our air quality will be increasing dramatically. In fact, that's already happening. Look at this. That yellow dot, which is showing moderate air, a couple hours ago, that was red. That was unhealthy. Last hour, it was orange, unhealthy just for sensitive groups. Now it's moderate. And this one out in Washington County, that also was red and unhealthy just an hour ago. So we've seen improvement there. So already our air quality sensors are showing the change towards cleaner air. And that change will be complete certainly by tomorrow morning and probably by later on tonight. Our high today, 70. Still nearly 10 degrees above average for this day. I mean, not in the 80s anymore, but still really warm. Near 80 in Redmond and Bend. Medford was in the 80s at 82. 60s on the Oregon coast. Now, if you look at just Doppler radar, you think, hey, we had some rain go through. We didn't. This was all aloft. It was virga, rain that evaporates before it reaches the ground. But again, notice the direction from the northwest to the southeast. So that's another indication that the weather is changing. Satellite imagery shows that weak system dry. This one will be wet. Bring the rain in as we go to tomorrow afternoon. In fact, here's the model showing about 1 o'clock tomorrow it's raining. That moves on through. Heaviest rain Friday night, early Saturday. This is Saturday at noon showing the rain and mountain snow. Then it breaks up. I think we have mainly a dry day on Sunday before more rain rolls in as we go into Sunday night and Monday. So the change is upon us, even though it's still smoky in Portland right now. That will be changing within the next couple of hours. Decreasing smoke tonight, afternoon rain tomorrow. That's a lot better than it's been. And then in the 50s this weekend with showers Saturday, should be dry Sunday. We're back after this.